In this video, I want to explain how you can easily and reliably winterize a pressure washer. Now, you really don't need to do anything to the engine, except maybe change the oil. But the pump, the thing that the engine drives, is another matter. That's it here. Every pressure washer has a pump of some kind, and it turns the power of the engine into high pressure water. The problem is that these pumps aren't made to be drained easily. For a number of years, I did drain this pump by taking out a fitting and blowing some compressed air through it, and eventually I got all the water out, but it's not very convenient. It's kind of a hassle. Some pumps don't have any method of getting in there and draining the water. So if you don't have a warm place to store your pressure washer over winter, then you're going to want to learn about this trick here. And it involves some plumbing antifreeze, non-toxic plumbing antifreeze. We use a lot of it here in Canada, up in cottage country, where people have seasonal homes with water systems that they need to winterize. And my process is pretty simple. It's just about putting that plumbing antifreeze into the pump so it displaces any water that's there. It mixes with what little water remains, and it's not going to freeze. And you're ready to go in the spring. So every pressure washer has two fittings on the pump. This is the inlet for the water going in from a garden hose. I've put a quick release fitting on here. And this is the outlet connected to the high pressure hose that goes to the spray gun. So my method involves making up a rig like this, just a little chunk of garden hose. Mine has a quick release fitting on the end. Yours doesn't necessarily need that. And a funnel. And by connecting the hose here and filling it full of antifreeze, we can get that antifreeze to work through the pump. Now, many times you have to pull the cord a bit to work the pump, to get the antifreeze where it's supposed to go. But this is basically what it looks like. The whole job, if I wasn't doing the video, I could be done this in less than 5 minutes. It's just a real quick thing. So, the hose is filled with antifreeze, and there's a little bit in the funnel. And I'm just going to use this can here to try to catch it as best I can while I pull the cord. Can you see that coming out there? It's going to be water at first because there's, maybe a cup of water in there. But eventually, when it all turns pink, like that, we're good to go. So now I can put this away in my fabric shelter, which has no heat, and I can be sure that there's going to be no issues in the spring. It's going to fire right up.